People often ask what got me to run for office in the first place, and it really has been my passion for public education, making sure every kid in the state has a good education so that they have a good opportunity. And after serving 4 terms in the legislature, I came to understand that really we need new leadership so incredibly badly. Our leadership is not taking us in the right direction, and so that's why I'm running for lieutenant governor. The lieutenant governor truly is the most powerful position in the state. I think oftentimes people assume that's the governor, but governor is executive, lieutenant governor is legislative. And that's where you can really solve the problems of the day, is through legislation, through policy. That impacts people's daily lives more than they really understand, particularly when it comes to immigration.
Yeah. So, and this is something to understand what Vicki's talking about here. Lieutenant governor is the head of the Senate.
Right.
And sets committee assignments, sets the calendar, is really the boss of what comes out of the legislature in session. And that is incredibly powerful, that office. Can you talk about some of the ways that Dan Patrick, as lieutenant governor, has used his immense power to set bad immigration policy that has impacted our lives here in Texas?
Yes, all the things that we've seen over the last 12 years, essentially, that while he has been lieutenant governor, have been making it more difficult for our immigrant community with the Show Me Your Papers law, which allows law enforcement to pull people over. They can racially profile now. That's a law that we passed under Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Yeah. So he's really moved us in the direction same as what Trump has done to, detain and deport immigrants, even those who are going through the process legally. We also make the process incredibly difficult, as you know. The rules seem to often change, and people who are going through the process of seeking asylum, for example, are doing all the right things, are still being impacted, detained, deported, pulled away from their families. And this is all under Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. While obviously this is federal, the Lieutenant Governor does have an impact on what we do here in the state of Texas.
It's so painfully, I feel that in my body, because of all of the families that I talk to every day who are impacted by the Show Me Your Papers law. You call it the SB4, the creating a state crime for illegal entry, the forcing cooperative agreements with sheriffs, which is why we're seeing this just insane uptick in immigration enforcement.